What's up, worlds? The 7 Worlds Gaming here today, and today, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to be talking about Mortal. That's right, SouL Mortal leaving the esports team in a way, and also wanting to be done with esports tournaments. So if you enjoy any kind of this video, make sure you smash the damn like button. Make sure you are subscribed with notifications on, and also make sure you follow me on Instagram if you guys want to see some cool stuff that I usually do behind the scenes. Now, to what we came here for, and it's going to go ahead and be this post that he made. In case you weren't aware, Mortal recently announced that he is going to be taking some decisions and he's going to be stepping away from SouL team of the esports department. He's not going to be leaving SouL team as a whole. He's just stepping away from competitive, which makes complete sense, right? It makes sense to all this. By the way, if you guys want to go ahead and read this whole post that he made, I'm going to go ahead and link it in the description. So if you want to take the time to go ahead and do that, go ahead and do so. I'm just going to go by the main pointers, right? The thing that actually should be paying close attention to. And I'm gonna go ahead and talk about why some of his fans shouldn't be saying stuff like this, man. Mortal, we want to see you representing India. Representing India is more important than us, your YouTube family. Please don't leave esports, please. Some of you guys are just reading what you want to read. Some of you guys are not paying attention to what he said. So I'm gonna make sure that some of y'all, the ones that fall in that department, understand what's actually going on and understand a little bit more behind the scenes of why this is a good thing for India, why this is a good thing for Mortal, and why this is a good thing especially for India esports. You might not see it right now, you might not understand it, so make sure you pay close attention to this video, because I'm gonna try to break it down as much as I can for you and just try to explain to you why this is actually a good thing that Mortal stepping away from esports competitive tournaments. Now, the first one is he quitting esports competitive because of what happened in Berlin? No, that is not whatsoever. And also, for anybody saying that they were overrated team, just know this, they won a game on the biggest stage that there is at the moment for esports PUBG Mobile. You know how hard it is? That's insane to me, man. I was so happy when they won. Yes, and I might be a little bit biased because I am friends with Mortal, so I want to make sure you guys know that I am friends with Mortal, and some of the stuff that I am going to be telling you, I kind of talked to him about in Berlin, and I was telling him why it would be a good thing if he did step out of esports. So make sure you are aware of that. But they did a great showing for anybody that's from India, for anybody that likes esports. They won a game and didn't finish last, all right? There was a team that won the first game of the tournament and they finished last. But still, they were there for a reason. They got what it takes. So for anybody out there thinking that just because you get 20 kills a game in Classic and you think you're a pro player now, it doesn't work like that. And I'm going to be making a video in regards to that, talking about the separation between actual pro players and casual players that think they're pro players in Classic matches. It's not even close, so stay tuned for that. Now, why in the first place is he wanting to stop esports tournament, or if he just not wanting to participate in esports tournament? Because it takes time, all right? He even mentioned this here. He hasn't been able to stream. He really hasn't been that happy, and that's what it comes down to, man. You want to be happy when you're doing something, and if streaming makes him happy, then hey, go for it. Streaming and doing esports events don't go hand in hand. Especially as some of y'all that actually follow my channel know, I haven't been able to stream for consistently for the past month to 2 months because I've been traveling doing stuff with the PUBG Mobile Club Open. So it takes a lot of your time, and if you are gonna be in the competitive scene, you have to dedicate pretty much your whole day to it. You have to live and breathe esports. You have to live and breathe competitive playing 24/7. If you're not playing a game, you have to be watching tape. If you're not watching tape, you have to be watching streams of other teams that you might go ahead and go up against. You have to be watching other gameplays of other players on seeing how you can improve overall. So just know that esports takes a lot of time. You guys might not see it, but behind the scenes, you have to be on esports 24/7. So that's one of the reasons why he doesn't want to go ahead and do competitive anymore, which to me, it makes honestly perfect sense. I completely understand that, and I respect him for it. Now, the other one is this one that he mentions right here, right? This one right here. I have many personal obligations, meaning that he has to take care of people, man. Mortal lost his dad when he was 4 years old. So now it's only him, Mortal, his mother, and also his brother. So you gotta put that in mind too. Esports, it's cool. If you don't win, you don't get paid. That's what it comes down to. If you end up being like last, you only get paid $2,000 per team, which only you're gonna be able to take $500 per player. And then on top of that, there's a lot more stuff. You gotta pay taxes, so you don't end up with that much money. So I completely understand why he's doing this, and I respect him for it, as some of you guys should too, man. Just imagine if he's able to go ahead and make himself more financially secure, right? Then in the future, he's going to be able to influence the esports scene even more. And I'm going to be talking that a little bit more towards the end of this video. So make sure you go ahead and stay tuned. And by the way, if you disagree with me in any way, please let me know in the comments below. Or if you agree with me in any way, let me know in the comments below and tell me why. Because I really want to know your opinion. Like, this is the reason why I'm making this video. Because I was looking at some of the comments, and it made no sense to me that the people that call him his fans, the passionate fans, aren't backing him up on this decision, especially because he wants to bring you guys better stuff and be there more for the passionate fan base that he has. Now on to the next one, which is being able to be a bigger part of the PUBG Mobile scene, not just in esports base. Currently he's in Taiwan participating for the Star Challenge, which is great. That is so good to know, man. I was so happy when he told me that I wish I would have been in Taiwan myself, just to be able to talk more with him. We only got to spend mostly just one night together, and it was we had a lot of fun. A lot of it couldn't be recorded, but we have fun. Now, as he mentions here, we'll definitely take part in influencer programs by PUBG Mobile. This is good. This is good for India too. India needs to have a bigger face in the PUBG Mobile scene, and not just esports wise, just overall. Because the more India has other influencers, the more India has just a face, a recognizable face, not just in esports. That means that PUBG Mobile more than likely is gonna want to go ahead and do more stuff in India, more than they are already doing. So that is so good to see, and that is so, like, that's such a good opportunity that's gonna open up for other people, other influencers, other Indian YouTubers that you guys watch. Overall, this is a great move. And then he mentions right here that PUBG Mobile Star Challenge is going to be his last tournament with Team SouL. He doesn't say it's going to be his last tournament ever. He doesn't mention that. It's just for right now, he just wants to go ahead and step away. Now, is he going to be living competitive? Yes, he's going to be living competitive, which leads me to the other scene. Is he going to be living competitive as a whole, or is he just living competitive as a player for right now? And that's when you guys have to pay close attention. That's when I was referring to this. Mortal, we want to see you representing India. Representing India is more important than us. Don't leave esports, please. And he's not saying he's leaving esports. He's actually saying he wants to influence esports even more. He's actually saying that he wants to become a bigger outlet for esports. He wants to help out in different ways that you might not be able to as a player. So you gotta read these things. You can't just be reading what you want to read, which, trust me, I do it too. But with this, I want to make sure that there's no mistakes. I want to make sure that there's no confusion here with what he's trying to achieve, because his main goal, I know him, I got a chance to meet him, I got a chance to talk to him. His main goal is to represent India in a good light. His main goal is to put India esports in a good light and even improve it, which is able to even mention it right here. He even says also try to work as another medium to encourage esports in India. He wants to just grow the whole scene, which sometimes as a player, you might not have enough time, because as a player, as I was mentioning back earlier in the video, you're only gonna have time to just play, practice, eat a little bit, poop, sleep, do what you need to do, but more than likely just play and practice. You're not gonna have the chance to participate on other outlets, especially if you want to be the #1 esports player. He mentions here he's not the leader of Team SouL. Just want to go ahead and clarify that he's not the leader of that. Are we gonna go ahead and see him play with Ronak, Wise, and Viper more? Yes. Like, that doesn't stop anything. They're our best friends. That's the reason why the team started, because they were friends and they like to play with each other, and they actually became good. So yeah, they're still gonna go ahead and play. This doesn't change anything in regards to that. He's just not gonna be playing with them in tournaments after the PUBG Mobile Star Challenge 2019. And just once again, touching number 7 here, is this a decision because of the poor performance in the PMCO Global? To be honest, I personally, and this is something I want to go ahead and mention, Team SouL did a good showing. I know it doesn't show on the leaderboard, but Team SouL was projected to be last, and they got a chance to win a game. They got a chance to compete. They had an amazing day too. They fell back again on day 3, but overall they were able to show that, hey, in the future, if they go ahead and continue to put in the work that they're putting in, if they go ahead and continue to put in the time that they're putting in, there could be a team to just be fearful with, at least whether it's in the mid-range or a little bit higher towards the top range. They still need to do a lot of improvements to get there, but I believe from what I was able to see, once they actually get in the groove, they might be able to go ahead and compete for a championship in the future. So just keep that in mind. But he says, no, it is not a reason because of the poor performance. It was just stressful practice, which I completely understand. As I've been mentioning throughout this whole thing, esports, especially if you're a player, you have to be on 24/7 esports driven. So it makes sense why he's doing that, and he couldn't stream for that long. And honestly, his streams, I've been able to talk to him, his streams mean the world to him, man. The people that watch him mean the world to him. Like, the people that are his family on YouTube mean the world to him. So I completely understand this, and I hope that with this video, it kind of just opens up your eyes a little bit more, and it kind of gives you an insight of what he's trying to do, which is overall better as a streamer, better the scene of esports in India, become a bigger influencer for the India market, which is a good thing. If you are a fan of Mortal, you should be happy about that, because then he's gonna be able to participate on more stuff. Maybe not as competitive esports. He could go ahead and do other outlets in the future. He could. I'm not even we'll leave that for another video, but just know that there's so much stuff, so many good things that could happen from this, that hopefully you guys, after watching this video, can go ahead and give him support for his decision and can be there for him regardless. As he mentions here, possibilities are endless. He's not quitting forever. He's just stopping for right now. So with that said, ladies and gentlemen, hopefully you enjoyed this kind of videos. If you do, smash the damn like button. It lets me know you guys are enjoying this. It lets me know that you guys want to see more stuff like this. And to Mortal Man, hey bro, we talked about this actually in Berlin. I gave you my opinion on it, and you gave me yours, and as soon as you told me why, I fully backed you on it, and I said I have your back, and I told you, hey, this could actually be a better thing overall for you, for India, and for the esports scene in India. So I'm glad that you have taken the chance to go ahead and do this. I hope that everything works out, and if anything, man, as I told you on text messages, I have your back. With that said, it's been your boy, SouL Gaming. Please let me know your comments below. Let me know what you think about all this. Let me know if you think people are overreacting a little bit. Let me know if you think Mortal's wrong by doing this. Let me know what you think, what's going through your mind in the comments below, just so we can have a conversation. And maybe we'll go ahead and make another video just talking about what you guys are saying in the comments. It's been your boy, SouL Gaming, and I'm gonna go ahead and see you, yeah, you right there in the next one. Technically, shukriya. Bye bye.